Hi students, I just wanted to say hi, check in with you guys. I know that this course probably feels a little bit different maybe than some other courses you've done with Estrella before. I usually teach in person. I have been teaching online classes a little bit more, but well, especially with COVID, but this course has been really fun to take and make into an online course. I've had to adjust some things and play with some things. And so you're all doing a really good job. I wanted to let you guys know that your Tulsa race riots verdicts that you guys did last week, I loved reading those. I thought you all came to some very interesting conclusions. I feel like, honestly, all of you really grasped the material, and I was really proud of you guys. So good work. Yes, if you ever have any questions about the content or really anything in the course, let me know. Ask me. I know this material intimately. I teach it in person typically, and like I said, I've been moving it to online. So I do know the material well. But you all did a very good job with that assignment. And I did want to just like kind of follow up with that assignment. When we do that assignment in person, a lot of students find that to be a really heavy subject matter, really challenging assignment. And you guys have been doing assignments like that all term long. It's a really challenging time period that we're learning about. We're going to move into some material. Now we're going to move into some material of, really active forms of resistance, the Harlem Renaissance. I think you guys will have a lot of fun coming up with that and just different ways that, people grew out of this kind of nadir time period where they just felt so utterly suppressed, and then they were able to explore with music and activism and art. And so we're moving into some material that is going to feel a little bit lighter and feel better. So I just wanted to encourage you, that's coming up. Like I said, the Tulsa race riots, it's really heavy. And something I did want to touch on is a few of you in your assignment said, if I could assign the white mob 100% guilt, I would. And just so you know, I agree with you. If we were in a real court of law, like obviously that wouldn't happen where a judge is like, you're a little bit guilty and you're a little bit guilty. The white mob would be 100% guilty, and they should be. The reason I had you guys assign percentages was, yeah, I treated it kind of like a trial, and we do it like a trial when we're in the classroom. But what I wanted you guys to think about is, what are factors that contribute to this kind of violence? I don't think, sorry, I gotta adjust myself. I don't think people wake up one day and just like choose violence. There are things that happen over time, how a person is raised, the kind of media they're exposed to, general beliefs that they encounter in the education system. There's a myriad of things. And so that's what I wanted this assignment to kind of get you to start thinking about, is what are things that contribute to, the norm. And then one other thing I was thinking about, a little bit of like cancel culture today, and how I'm sure we all have lots of feelings and opinions on cancel culture. Something that I think is very interesting is like, so on Twitter especially, you guys are so young though, a lot of you are, that you probably like aren't even on Twitter. So you're like, Twitter, what is that? But on Twitter, sometimes people will dig up old tweets of a celebrity and say, whoa, this is so problematic. Like, look at this tweet. We need to cancel this person. And the tweets are from 10 years ago. And then people will also say like, well, that was okay at the time. Like, we thought it was okay to like think and believe these things at the time. And then other groups of people will respond like, well, it was never okay. And realistically, here's the thing, and bear with me for a second. At the time, it was okay in that We're only now really examining these tweets from 10 years ago. And what I mean by okay doesn't mean that it actually was okay, but we as a society all kind of just thought this thing was permissible and we let it happen at the time. And so now with like the cancel culture, it's very interesting because we are examining past mindsets. And I actually do think cancel culture is doing some good things. It's sure problematic in a lot of ways, but there is good things coming out of it in that we are examining past mindsets, we're examining current mindsets. And so anyway, this all made me think of the Tulsa race riots and how, in a weird way, that was all okay at the time. And was it ever okay? No, it wasn't. I think you guys know what I mean by it was okay. In that, this happened. This entire town was burned. 300 plus people were killed. We don't totally have the numbers on that, but a lot of us have never heard of it. So it was just excused, forgotten about. And what I want you guys to really think about is why was it excused and forgotten about at that time? I think if you think those questions and you start asking it, that really gets to the crux of like what history is all about. Why do these things happen? How do we as a society let these things happen? How do we as a society forgive these things? That way, in the future, we can change, and hopefully we as humans can evolve. Anyway, those are my 2 cents for now. And I hope you guys at least found that assignment interesting. I know it was really challenging and quite depressing. And the things that the police and the white mob did are unforgivable, but they all kind of played into one another. The media is stoking the flames and the police are the ones, handing out the weapons. And so the white mob is 100% guilty, but what are contributing factors? And that's what I wanted you guys to think about. So anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. Thanks for listening to me ramble for a little bit, but I wanted to check in, let you guys know we have some more, I don't even want to say lighthearted. History as a subject as a whole, if you are a person who's taken history courses before, you know that history as a whole usually isn't super lighthearted, but we do have some more fun times coming up, different forms of resistance. And I hope you guys really have fun exploring your Harlem Renaissance individuals in your midterm project. So, okay, that's it. I'm signing off. Bye. I think about you guys all the time, and I wish I could be with you in person.